You got any new projects coming out soon you want to talk about?
Man, I got so many projects. It's sad, man. First off, I think one of the most important ones I got coming out is this album called Caligula. It covers a lot of, social things that are going on in the world right now, like police brutality, the corruption in our government, just pretty much anything. It's about just urban life, point blank. Like anything that is considered a negative stereotype, anything that's fact, even the hate that we have for ourselves in that kind of community is covered in that album. You know what I'm saying? I recorded most of that one right here at Lit Up AV. It's touchy. I've let a couple people hear it, and they're like, I get a lot of that, rappers need to just stay to rapping. Like, tell me about lean, tell me about weed, tell me about something I can dance to. But I've never been that kind of artist, man. If I see something, like even if people can't jam it and I see something and I can vibe to it and I feel it's something that needs to address, I write to it and I make it, at least to the best of my ability. Yeah, I covered everything from the wrong police shooting, like people getting shot by the police wrong, the kneeling situation, the NBA players and certain football players refusing to go to the White House. A lot of people, like off the rip, would probably just say, I don't know if I can cuss in this thing. Can I? Oh yeah. Oh, well, a lot of people off the rip would be like, "Fuck Donald Trump." You know what I'm saying? And honestly, once you really look at the situation, man, I feel like he's just really not qualified for it. You know what I'm saying? And like I think he even knows that. But he's the leader of our nation, man. So you gotta pray for him. You ain't gotta like him. But I still pray for him because all our lives are in his hands still. You know what I'm saying? And the world, it's just not getting no better. The way things are going right now is disappointing, man. And I think as artists, like, who better to tell the story? They're not like, how many of your friends do you hear say, "Oh man, I'm smoking weed watching CNN"? Nah, man, they smoking weed riding around listening to us. You know what I'm saying? So I figure that's the best platform to get that message out on. So yeah, that's what that album covers.
Cool. And you've got a lot of projects out, right?
Yeah.
You've been working for years.
Yeah. I got a lot of projects like out, like all the real music, and a lot of the stuff with collaborations with pretty much, I think I've worked with almost everybody in Austin, Texas, man. At least at some point.
You ready to expand?
Yeah. I've like the new projects, I had to step away from that, man, because Austin is a funny place, man. Like everybody, I've done so many shows. I get a lot of this all the time. A lot of, why did you quit doing shows? A lot of people don't mess with me no more because I quit doing shows and they felt like I wasn't supporting them because I wouldn't show up. But man, I think I've had my Austin high. And by Austin high, I mean, you show up to these shows, it's the same 5 people there. They charging you to do the show. It's pretty much you performing in front of the other artists, and when you do get paid, they find some kind of way to make you feel like this small, man. One day I was on stage. I'm not gonna say the show, cause I'm gonna keep it professional. But I was on stage, and the promoter of the show was haggling people and stuff, and it was already bad. Like that, people were running over their set times and you had to pay to do this show, but it was supposed to benefit. It's supposed to be, all Austin. Every Austin artist is gonna know what I'm about to say. All weird city unified kind of thing. And I was just looking at the show and doing my set, and I was like, "There's more than this. There's gotta be more than this." You know what I'm saying? There's more than this. They pay outside artists that don't even put on good shows just because they're kind of famous. They'll give them thousands of dollars, but we'll go up there and give lyrical content, move the crowd, and not get a dime. And I was like, I got to do something different with myself, man.
So do you think it takes more talent or hustle to make it in the game nowadays?
Honestly, hustle. Look at what you listen to. You can like, nothing against those cats, but you know what I'm saying. Look at cats like Designer and stuff. Like sometimes you can't even understand, but the hype, the move, and it's just the way it's marketed. It's marketed so good that you don't even. Your mind doesn't even have to ingest what you're hearing. You just automatically fall in love with what you're hearing. And I think marketing is a big thing. And I think, honestly, as far as our local scene goes, there's a lot of rappers and not too many promoters that you can link up with like that. Everybody's got their clique. And like I know me personally, I have a hard time with a lot of stuff sometimes because I don't want to join nobody's clique. I've got that a bunch of times. I've had meetings with pretty much every group. And I just like, it's not that I ain't got love for them. If any of us make it out of here, I feel like we all make it. So I ain't got no hate for nobody. But I can't join somebody's movement when I'm trying to feel my own right now. You know, I'll support you, but you got to support me too. It's a two-way street. So.
You feel like there's a lot of hate in the city?
Oh, man. I think anywhere where there's a bunch of people striving to get out of their circumstances, there's going to be hate because somebody's going to feel that they're not getting the recognition they deserve.
I'm the world's last rap bred mob figure. Underground and mainstream, boy, I kill 'em. Can't sense 'em if I can't feel 'em. I learned my street smarts from drug dealers. Keep your cup, boy, to taste bitter. I murder y'all with pure untapped linguistics. The rigor mortis meets the ungifted. I can't hear 'em less than boys spitting. Say I'm tripping from the slums, I can make riches. Say the reaper's adversaries all gone missing. Sis birth for much more than them 6 digits. A bum signed every day, yeah, it's slim pickings. Say these rappers can't cop a deal unless they tongue kissing. Boy, I'm telling y'all that this game twisted. No cheers for the last Caesar. Watch a boy on the beat, he's a dark creature. You other rappers on the charts, yeah, now you're not breathing.